Hey everybody, Mind and Mimi here. It's Tuesday. It's the 8th of January. All right, we're already 8 days into the new year. Rock on 2013, bitches. That's what I'm talking about. So check it out. Hey, you know what? I had a little situation come up today. I'm going to make this as brief as possible and try to get my point across, okay? Because I know I can only hold your attention span for at least a minute, so I'm going to try to get it under a minute, if not a minute and 30 seconds. Okay, some of you, your attention spans are a little bit longer than others, and you know who you are. Okay, so check this out. I'm moving. I'm leaving Destin and I'm going back into Fort Walton Beach. So I've been on the hunt, the prowl for a new condo, apartment, anything, house, whatever. Want to be back on the island, which is where I lived before. And yay! Something came up and I was so excited. I went in, filled out the application, did all the paperwork. Good to go. My credit's okay. Um, I've been working on that too for a couple years, man. I can't tell you if you guys have bad credit. I know this is sidebar, but if you have bad credit, I'm gonna tell you what. If you take it and pay attention to it and actually work your ass off to get that credit score up and pay off those debts, there is nothing that feels better inside than knowing that you have busted your ass and have gotten your credit together. Okay. Regardless, let's back to the point. So filled out all the paperwork and I'm sitting there and I'm talking to the young lady and she's very sweet, very nice, and she tells me that I have to give my proof of income, which is of course I just wrote it in the slot. She asked me if I brought a W-2, and I didn't because we don't get W-2s here. We get automatic deposit where the taxes are already taken out. So and I didn't bring my income tax information, so unfortunately I didn't have what she needed. However, she did inform me at that moment that I was required as a potential tenant to make 4 times as much a month of my rent. Okay, so my rent's 900. So of course, do the math. I'm required to make 4 times as much a month of my rent, which is a lot of money. Okay, so I looked at her, and and I have a great job. I'm very blessed. I'm not rich by any standards. I'm happy. Does that count? And I pay my bills, so I know that counts. But I know, I work for a great company. I've got a great job. I've worked with super people, but I found this kind of obscure. I mean, crazy out there. I mean, really, 4 times the amount of my rent I have to make a month to even be considered to move in this place, one of the oldest condos on Okaloosa Island. Okay, this isn't the Ritz Carlton. This isn't the Grand over on Destin Harbor. I mean, that's kind of a little much, wouldn't you think? So I'm sitting there and I'm thinking to myself, hey, you know what? Um, why? I asked her, why is that a policy? I mean, you could be alienating certain tenants that could, can pay their bills and make that kind of, and make less than that and still live here. And you know what? She didn't have an answer. She said, you know what? I don't have a clue why they do that. And I think it's crazy. Her quote, exactly. I think it's nuts. They shouldn't do that. And I agree. And I want to know what you think. Do you think that you should have to make 4 times as much as your rent to be able to live or rent a property, a apartment, a condo, a townhouse, or do you think twice as much? Now, I can see maybe making if your rent's $1,000, you should be required to make at least $3,000 a month to be able to pay it, because take into consideration certain things, make sure they pay their bills, whatnot. But 4 times the amount, I think that's a little much. So anyway, your thoughts are appreciated. Your comments mostly. I appreciate all you who take the time to watch and comment on my Mind of Mimi, even when I go on my little tantrums, which my buddy John would like to call these. So as you see, John, I have maintained my self-esteem and dignity, and I have toned it down because I was accepted. So I get to move in anyway. However, for those poor souls out there that don't make enough money to be able to live in a place like that, which really is not the best place ever, but it's a nice place, I feel bad. So anyway, give me your opinions. Thanks for watching Mind of Mimi.